SwimNinja.com here with the Crosspointe seniors and coaches. Go ahead and introduce yourselves.
I'm Tommy Wayne. I'm TJ Brzezinski.
Maylee Davis.
Molly Miller.
Noah Carpenter.
Seth Dunn.
And Andrew Lee.
All right, and going back around again, tell us about how you got in the sport of swimming, your swimming and coaching experience, please.
I got into the sport of swimming when I was 5. Crosspointe's always had a good swimming program, so I begged my mom to sign me up when I was young because I saw people swimming in the pool every morning, and that's really how I got into swimming, and I've been swimming ever since I was 5. Then I wanted to give back to the community and become a coach, so that's why I got into coaching, and it's been a really good experience all around. And I also swam for my high school team when I was swimming.
Which high school?
South County High School.
Got it.
Yeah. So, again, I'm TJ, and I got into swimming when I was also 5 at this pool. I've been living here my whole life, and this pool taught me how to swim, and it influenced me to join club swimming also when I was about 7, where I swam at NCAP for about 6 years. And then after that, when I was 14, I joined my high school team as a freshman, and I swam all the way till I was a senior. But the most fun I ever had swimming was at this pool, Crosspointe, because of all the fun times that I made with my friends, all the memories, and dropping time from all the great coaching.
Good. We'll get into some of that in a little bit.
Okay, I'm Maylee again. I started swimming in Colorado, actually. I was born in Colorado when I was 3, and I've loved the sport ever since. My mom's always called me a little fish because I never get out of the water. Still to this day, I live at the pool doing private lessons, coaching, and last year was my last year of swimming. I'm at JMU right now doing their club swim team, which is really fun. It's a good experience. The people are really great. And this is my 5th year of coaching the Crosspointe Cruisers. The Cruisers have always been really great because they just have such a great attitude. They love to have fun with swimming. They don't take it as seriously as like a club team or a high school team would. So it's just a really great experience. It's really fun.
I'm Molly again. I'm the head coach for Crosspointe. It's my 4th year as the head coach. I actually grew up on this team as well. So I started swimming here when I was 7, and then my family moved around because we were military, but we came back and swam on this team all the way through high school, did the high school team at Hayfield before South County existed, and then went to college and swam on the JMU club team as well. And during college, I coached the Crosspointe team as an assistant coach. After college, I coached at another pool, Westwood Country Club, for 3 years as the assistant head coach there. Took a year off, and then Crosspointe was looking for a head coach, and it actually just ended up being the perfect fit. So ended up coming back to my own team to be the head coach, and that's been a wonderful experience getting to cycle around. I knew these seniors, most of them, when they were 8, and my little 8 and under program, and now they're here they are graduating. So it's been fun to see some kids stay with the team the whole way through and grow up all the way through. And I just love this sport, love swimming, and love coaching the Crosspointe Cruisers.
Again, I'm Noah. I started swimming when I was 4 years old, and I was a part of the Ravensworth Farm Fledglings program. And then the next year, I switched over to the Parliament Panthers, where I swam until I was 18. I was also a member of the Mason Mako's club team ever since I was 7 till I graduated high school. And I was also a member of the Lake Braddock Secondary School varsity swim team. And I'm currently a member of the University of Mary Washington varsity swim team. Coaching-wise, I coached for the Parliament Panthers for 4 years for the winter and summer programs, 3 years with the Swim with Beth program, and 2 years for the Mason Makos as the Mini Mako developmental coach. And this is my 2nd year as the assistant head coach for the Cruisers.
I'm Seth. My parents put me in swim at the age of 2 at South County Rec Center, so I started learning at a very early age. I started swimming competitively here at Crosspointe at the age of 5, and I've been doing basketball in the winter, so I don't swim year-round or any of that from my high school. But I just love coming back every single summer to swim for my community and swim with the friends I've grown up with and coaches that I've known for a long time. So I'm glad it's my last year with them, and I'll be back for sure.
All right, I'm Andrew. I've been swimming since I was 3, but I started swimming with Crosspointe in the summer after 4th grade because that's when I first moved to Virginia, because I'm also from a military family. And Crosspointe was great for me because I met a lot of new friends, and it really helped me fit into the community, being a new kid in the neighborhood. And then a year later, 5th grade, I started swimming with South Run Sea Devils, and I swam with them until my sophomore year of high school. And then after that, I swam with Machine Aquatics for my past 2 years of swimming, and I've been a coach since last year, and Crosspointe's been great.
All right, so one word that really stands out, I think that was in common there, was community. Help me understand a little bit about the community that you all have here. What exemplifies that to you all as athletes that grew up here?
I would say everyone knows who everyone is. All the swimmers know all the swimmers, all the adults have become friends through their children doing swimming, so it really just brings everyone together, knowing each other. I feel like if you're not in swim, you're like left out a little bit by not knowing all the children in the neighborhood, all the parents, because we always get together, we have like little activities, like today we're going laser tag with all the kids, all their parents too can mingle while we're doing laser tag, so it's just really involving everyone together.
Yeah, it's a great community. I met Seth, Andrew, and TJ here, and they all went to different elementary schools than I did. So when we all transitioned to high school, I already knew these people going in, and I already had friends going into high school. I didn't have to make new friends from different schools, and we have a ton of fun community activities to bring not just the kids in the community together, but their families and everyone together to have a fun time.
Yeah, to add to that, we do pep rallies every Friday, social events every Thursday, like the laser tag and bowling and things like that. And I think it's just opportunities to see kids out of the water as well as in. That's really what helps build the community for the whole team.
So I guess coaches, then you all have had experience at other pools, even growing up in the NBSL as well as being in other leagues for competitive summer swimming. Tell me what's special then about being at Crosspointe in a coach's role.
Well, for me, it was just coming back to my own team. It was the first competitive swimming I did was here, and so being able to come back, 20 plus years later as a coach, and tie that back to the same team is just, I don't know, kind of cyclical. I really like that idea, and it's something that's got a special place in my heart personally. In terms of just coaching and like everyone said so far, the community aspect, I really feel a strong sense of everybody wants to get to know everybody. Everybody wants to help and contribute to each other's summers that way, and it's just I don't know. I haven't found another place like it. Even though we are a big program of like 190 plus swimmers, we still have that smaller sense of community, which I think is great.
Yeah, I came from a pool that was much smaller than Crosspointe, to say the least. When I was a senior at Parliament, I think we had 80 kids on the team, and then the next year I came here and coached, and there was close to 200. So there was a big switch with that. Another thing about Crosspointe that really sticks out is that it is a team in the community. At Parliament, it was more for fun, and everyone knew everybody, but it wasn't as much swimming serious because we fluctuated between divisions 8 and 16 while I was there, so it was more about just getting kids in the meet, getting lanes. Here it's more about going after the win every single meet. Even if they're not in the Amy, a lot of kids come and cheer on their friends because they're their neighbors and they like to come and cheer them on. And when we're building for All-Star relays and All-Stars, everyone on the team is aiming for that from the start. We know we're going to get a team there, multiple relays, multiple swimmers, so it's something that really fosters that community of being a fast swim team.
So I'm going to stay with you then, and seniors, I'm going to ask you to expand on some of it. So being at a competitive team that is focused on winning on Saturdays, what's it like day to day through the regular season trying to prepare for that meet?
So we go through the week pretty similarly every time. Monday, we focus on what we're going to swim in our developmental B League meets that we have that night. Tuesdays, we typically do more of a stretch out, long aerobic workout to get them back into the field after the meet. Wednesday, we have Workout Wednesday, which is hard from the start, an hour of hard work. The kids know they're doing that coming in. Thursday, we do stations, so we rotate working on starts, turns, finishes, any technical things we've noticed from the past A meet or the past B meet that we need to work on as a team to have stronger races. And then Friday, we focus on what we're going to do for the A meets. If the kids aren't swimming in the A meets, they already know what they're going to be swimming for B meets because we have them pick that by Wednesday or Thursday. So all the kids know the 2 strokes they need to focus on for either Saturday or Monday.
And seniors then, you've talked about spirit and community, so how have you found and tell us what you've been able to do away from the pool that helps get your team ready to go on Saturday.
The pep rallies are really a good experience. On Friday afternoons, we all get together and we all do an activity to get hyped up, and we cheer and all that kind of stuff, and it really brings the team together and gets us all prepared and hyped up for the meet on Saturday.
Kind of what I do for a lot of the things is, well, especially on pep rallies and at our meets, we have themes as to like how we're gonna dress and stuff. So the prep that I kind of do for that is just making sure that I have fun and exciting stuff to bring to the pool, so that I can be as spirited as possible, and also give other people some spirited stuff. Like last meet we had a whiteout, so I brought a bunch of whites, like body paint and spray paint, well, body spray paint anyway. Yeah, so that was fun.
So what's your favorite pep rally then?
Probably the one, either synchronized dive or talent show. We haven't done the talent show in a couple years because not many people signed up, but we do a synchronized dive, so you like get a partner and you like go on the dive board and create a routine and jump off. So the past couple years I've been with TJ and we do like a little dance on the diving board, and last year I was with my brother, and it's just fun going out there and just letting loose and stuff, and not really stressing about swimming and competing and all that.
Have you found, and coaches feel free to jump in because you've had a lot of, many years of experience seeing this, have you found that the things you do away from the pool impact how your team performs on Saturday?
Definitely. Oh yeah. Showing the kids that it's not all about swimming and all about their teammates as well, and getting to know people and also having a good time is really important, because it gives them a better attitude about coming in on Saturdays, swimming with their friends, cheering them on, making sure their teammates do well as themselves, and not just focusing on themselves, like swimming most of the time is. This is more of a team thing.
Yeah, and I think that's some of what encourages, like Noah mentioned, some of the other swimmers that aren't even swimming in a Saturday meet to come and watch, is because they were there at the pep rally, they know the cheers, they can still participate that way, they can encourage their other teammates that way, and I think having people on the sidelines who aren't even swimming but are just there and excited to see you do well is something that encourages our swimmers to meet their top performance and beat their times as much as possible.
Getting the kids out there and cheering on the sidelines for all the other kids, I feel makes everyone swim faster altogether.
As seniors, can you think back to when you were younger kids on the team and you had an experience where an older kid did something that made you really fall in love with the summer experience and want to be at the meet or perform better?
Yeah, we had a lot of great older swimmers who like set records almost every single year, so you kind of like looked up to them, and they were very spirited too. I think that was the biggest thing. They made pep rallies fun, they made wanting to be at practice, be at meets, and it just set the tone for my year and my years growing up here, and I want to give back to young kids what they did for me.
Yeah. Also, the older coaches and all the older swimmers, if you were swimming a little bit slower in the water, they'd be right up there yelling at you to go faster, cheering you on, making sure you're doing the best you can do. And after every single race, they'd come up to you, ask you how you did, what you need to improve on, and you'd end up feeling better about yourself no matter how you raced.
Yeah. Especially for me, since when I got here, I had never done competitive swimming beforehand. So when the coaches, they basically taught me all of the strokes and taught me how to swim across the pool. I couldn't even do a 25 when I got here in 4th grade. So how fast I was able to improve under the coaches' help, it really just made me want to pursue swimming and continue going on with it, because at first I was scared, and then by the end of the first summer, I just couldn't wait till the next one. So, yeah.
For me, there's just one specific instance. I think it's probably like 2013, 2012, something. And every time I would go up to swim, when they would announce my name, someone would say, LeBron James! And that just like made me want to go as fast as I possibly could, and it just made me really happy to be there.
So for any of your younger swimmers who are hopefully watching this interview, what message would you pass on to them about, taking advantage of their time that they have at this pool?
It goes by fast. I still remember the years when I was an 8 and under, honestly, doing 25. So years go by fast. The more and more you have fun with it. Just so enjoy every single moment you get. I know practices might be tough or whatever, but it's worth it all at the end.
Just have a good time, make the best out of all your experiences, and swim fast. Just have a good time.
I would say the more events you go to, the more pictures you'll have at the end of the year slideshow. So go to some events and you'll see yourself.
Yeah, be involved, and you're gonna always look back on these summers fondly and remember swim team.
You get the full like swim experience by going to everything.
So shifting a little bit then to Crosspointe's competitive side, you have no shortage of talented swimmers and age groups. Any age groups, swimmers, individuals, team, whatever that you would like to point out that you think are really worth watching this season that are pretty exciting?
I think we have we already had some records broken on the first time trials.
That's right.
We had 5 records broken already at this point in the season, which is pretty incredible with only time trials, 1 B meet and 1 A meet under our belt. So, you know, those swimmers are definitely one to watch.
I feel like we could list a bunch of swimmers that are up at the top right now, but something to watch out for with our team is that they improve a lot over the course of the year. Out of all of the swims on Saturday, I think there's like 120 total individual swims at the meet. We had 91 personal bests.
Wow.
So every time they step up to race, they know they have to go in and swim fast to make the A meet. So I wouldn't be shocked at the end of the year that there's names we're not even expecting right now that are pushing for all-stars, winning division titles and all that stuff.
Yeah, and Noah went through and found all the top 18 after it was the first meet, and we had an insane number of top 18 swims just after the first A meet. So we're looking to make a big splash at All-Stars as well with that, and hopefully in divisional and All-Star relays then with our swimmers there.
So as coaches then, when your team comes out hot, they're already dropping time, they're already, you know, find themselves at the top of the league, how do you keep moving kids forward? And that, you know, both in terms of what they're doing for practice as well as just keeping it fresh and fun.
I think our goal just every week going into it and in what we say on Saturday mornings and in what we say in practice is just always looking to beat the last time you put up or beat your personal best for the season, because it's all about improvement. That's one of the things I love about swimming is that it's so individual. You can set such focused individual goals, but it still is to the benefit of the whole team for you to do your best. So I think we just kind of touch on that every week and talk about just, you know, in the minutia of how you're swimming. These are the little things that are going to get you time drops and get the points for the team and do what we need to have happen so that we can continue to stay as competitive as we are. And I think when you start off strong, it's encouraging just in and of itself. You know, kids love to see you win and love to build off of that, and just kind of it makes the excitement of the season even more exciting because we're starting off in such a good place.
Another thing is that even though like some of the kids on the team are year-round swimmers and some of the kids only swim in the summer, both groups have something to improve on over the course of the year. For those year-round swimmers, they're used to swimming 100s and 200s. So getting them to realize it's just a 50, you don't have time to wait, go after it from the start, that's going to get them down in time by the end of the year. And with the swimmers who only swim in the summer, it's just getting them back into swimming shape, back used to swimming for the cruisers. It's already worked. Like at our B meet on Monday night, we had an 8 and under girl drop 40 seconds in a 25 backstroke. So it's just getting them back used to the swimming mindset, racing the people next to you. Summer League's all about fun. None of the times count for year-round swimmers or for the Summer League swimmers. So it's just about getting your hand on the wall first, having fun with your friends, and fostering that like great competitive nature that Crosspointe has.
You've all had, it seems like, a fair amount of swimming experience away from the NBSL, whether it be in high school, some college, even club. Tell me a little bit about what you notice is the difference for how you prepare for competition compared to what you're doing elsewhere here. And again, even with your teammates. I know you've touched on it a little bit with pep rallies and all that, but just mentally with your teams, anything that you feel like stands out?
Definitely a difference in the amount of sleep and rest and taking care of myself. I noticed in college there's definitely a big difference in that. You're more focused on school than the swimming aspect, especially if you're just doing club like I am, instead of swimming like on the varsity team. I noticed that it's more about just being at the meet, having that mindset right away instead of preparing myself like weekly like I used to do when I was on my club team at NCAP, where I would go like weeks preparing myself, eating right, going to sleep on time, resting a lot. Whereas now in college, I'm focused more on the grades and the school aspect of it, so I'm more focused on studying and going to class and stuff like that, so I don't always have the time to rest or to eat exactly what I should be eating, but I'm still there at the meets, getting stuff done, having the right mindset, being there with my teammates, stuff like that.
Me, I would say that I've never been the type to like mentally exhaust myself and like prepare that much, but especially for I've had a bunch of experience in winter and summer meets, and the biggest difference for me is how mentally focused I am on my individual race when I wake up in the morning. For me, on Saturdays, I wake up and I'm like, all right, I want to win this as a team. I'm not really focused on my individual races, because I know that when I get to the pool, I'll be able to focus after I cheer for my teammates. And in the NCAP setting, you weren't really up there cheering for your teammates unless you were maybe counting for a 500. In Crosspointe, all the coaches are constantly cheering and constantly encouraging the swimmers that maybe aren't as engaged to get up and be engaged with their friends. And their friends are encouraging them to get up and be engaged too. So I guess in that regard, Crosspointe is different.
Yeah, the difference for me, swimming in high school, was I was more focused on myself rather than the community and the team itself. So in high school, you still have people cheering for you on the side, like your teammates and stuff, and you still have the team focus, like you want to win the meet. But in high school, it's also added you want to drop time and be more for yourself in order to advance to like divisionals and stuff. So there was a more focus on preparing myself and getting ready, rather than at Crosspointe here, I focus on like the community and trying to win for the team and win for my teammates rather than winning for myself.
Certainly put it well. Yeah.
So I guess trying to tease it out of you just a little bit, but would you say that you spend a fair amount more energy here on things unrelated to your own race?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
There's a lot more cheering here in the community.
Yeah, it's more into everyone else than yourself.
And as a coach, especially at B meets, it's always swimmers first and then yourself second. So we're always making sure that the swimmers are ready for their events. They're not worried if they're a newer swimmer, and they're ready to go fast. And then after that is when you think about yourself for your own race. And I think that really shows here.
Yep.
All right, well, we have 1 week down. We have a few more weeks to go. We can just go across. What's the single event that you are looking forward to in the remainder of the season?
I'm looking forward to divisionals and all-stars and seeing all our swimmers make it there and how much they improve by the end of the season.
Well, I have kind of two, because one of them may or may not happen for me. So I also I play a lot of golf, but we have a beach day. That's really fun. So yeah, for the seniors.
Where do you go?
We go to Ocean City.
Anyone high school or
Yeah. So that's pretty fun. If that falls through for me, I'm highly looking forward to this next meet, where myself, Seth, and Seth's younger brother are all swimming in the same race for 50 breaststroke. So I think that'll probably be the one and only time that happens in a race. So looking forward to that.
I'm definitely looking forward to divisional relay carnivals. Those are always a good time, especially for the coaches, because we get to dress up and have fun. It's not all like a big hectic meet like we usually do. It's more just focused on getting our relays up there and having fun with it.
Yeah, to add on to that, I think from divisionals, then I'm excited to see how many of our relays make it to All-Stars, and how many of our individuals make it to All-Stars too, the kind of those culminations of the whole seasons of work. I'm looking forward. I think we're going to have some, optimistically thinking we're going to have some pretty high numbers there, so looking forward to see what that actually turns out to be.
Same with them. So I'm excited for divisional relays and divisionals. I love seeing the look on kids' faces when they surprise themselves, especially when it's with a relay and they see that time go up on the time board and it's way faster than they even thought they could go. And just seeing that genuine excitement on their face, and being with a relay, even at relay, divisional relays, it makes it that much better, because they do a big hug or high-fiving and they come back so pumped and bring that energy to the team area, which then makes everyone from that point on excited to race.
So I'm going to college pretty much on Sunday, so I'll be back on weekends since classes are only Monday to Thursday, so I'm just looking forward to the meets and come back.
What school are you off to?
William Mary.
Got it. You said that.
Yeah, and Same for me. Yeah, relay carnival. That's what I'm really looking forward to. Seeing all the kids swimming their best, working together, and just having a good time. So.
Nobody mentioned the progressive dinner. Nobody's excited about that.
You only got one thing.
One thing. So beach trip.
I'm excited for a lot of things.
All right. Well, we wish you all the best of luck. We hope to be able to keep up with you as much as we can. When we're not at your meets, definitely ask your parents and your friends to take videos and pictures and keep sending them in to us. Tag us on social media. But beyond that, best of luck this season, guys.
Thank you so much.